So Josh and I met in 2008. We actually met in San Francisco, California on a 4,000 mile cycling trip from San Francisco to Washington, D.C. Together with a big group of cyclists, we basically traveled or cycled upwards of 100 to 120 miles a day for 65 days straight, raising money and awareness for people living with disabilities. We traveled from city to city and had what we call friendship visits or dances or dinners with local foundations that serve people living with disabilities.
So over that summer, riding all those miles and serving those people with disabilities, Adam and I definitely learned a lot about each other's character. We stayed friends. Adam moved to Texas the next year, and I moved down about 2 or 3 years later for a job opportunity. About 5 years later, we ran into each other again when Adam was in town for getting into physical therapy school. He was celebrating with some friends, and there's something about the connection that weekend that was definitely a lot different. And we started long distance dating, and we've basically been inseparable ever since.
So Josh and I dated a couple of years at this point, and we had recently looked at wedding rings because we knew that we were going in the direction of marriage. I was actually at work one day, and I had a patient on one of the exercise equipment in the gym, and I saw a commercial for Good Morning America, and to which they were advertising a engagement opportunity. So I went to their website and I applied, and a few months later I heard back from a producer at Good Morning America asking, first of all, if we still wanted to get engaged, but second of all, were we able to come to New York for Valentine's Day? So I put together this whole fabricated story to give to Josh that I had won this concert sweepstakes from ABC, and luckily he believed me.
Yeah.
And us and 24 other couples went out on the ice in -1 degree temperature. And we went out there. Christina Perri was sitting on a baby grand piano in the middle of the ice. And we started ice skating to her singing 1,000 Years.
The feeling was indescribable, because here we were in the middle of New York City on ice skates, and as the song was going on, I loved the feeling. It was a Valentine's concert, and the music cut out halfway through, and looked over at Adam and realized at that moment that he was dropping down to his knee.
I'm Adam. I grew up in Louisiana. I grew up in a small town where my parents still live. I lived there for the first 22 years of my life. I went to college there and graduated with a degree in psychology and biology, and later returned to do school for physical therapy. I have an older brother who's the father of my nephew, and I have a younger sister who is the mother of my niece. I'm very close to my family. Some of my favorite memories growing up are always spending every single holiday, whether a major holiday or not, at my grandparents' house with our extended family. We've always been very close, and really enjoy spending time, especially with the nieces and nephews. After graduating from therapy school, I moved to Texas, where I currently work. I work in outpatient physical therapy, and I love my job. It's awesome to be able to see the progression of my patients, to see them become more safe and independent, and it's just a very rewarding career.
I was born and raised in a small town in Iowa, where I loved playing baseball, football, and hockey as a kid. I grew up with 2 older brothers, one that's 5 years older and one that's 7 years older. And I followed them to the same university. I studied mechanical engineering, and I got my master's in business. From there, I got a great job opportunity in Texas that I just couldn't turn down. It's really an amazing job. I've been working there ever since. It's afforded me a lot of opportunities. I've been able to travel the world. I went to Japan last year. I went to Taiwan. There's just been a lot of traveling experiences, and just working on really fun and exciting projects that I've really liked to do. A little bit more about my family. My parents still live in the same hometown that I grew up in, and my brothers live about 2 hours north of my parents. They both have 2 kids each. My oldest brother has 2 boys, and the next one has 2 girls. And I think watching them raise their kids has made me really excited to be parents with Adam. I just have seen that growth that they've had, and it's really life-changing. I'm really excited to start that journey with Adam.
Some of our favorite hobbies are all pretty active, actually. We really enjoy working out. We go to our local gym, 3 to 4 times a week, as well as do a local boot camp here in the parks by our house. We really enjoy stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, and riding our bikes on local bike trails and around local lakes. Personally, one of my favorite things to do is always packing a picnic and sitting out by the lake after a bike ride. Enjoy spending time with our nieces and nephews, playing games with them. And we also really enjoy cooking in our kitchen. We like to try out new recipes. Some are successful and some are not. Our neighborhood has many parks, schools, museums, and aquariums. On a nice day like today, we enjoy going to neighborhood boot camp workouts or walking our Boston Terrier Chewy around some of our favorite neighborhood parks.
Thank you so much for watching our video today. I hope it gave you a better chance to learn a little bit more about Adam and I.
We're so excited to become parents and start a family of our own. I know both of our parents are extremely excited to become grandparents again, whether it's a little boy or girl. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch our video, and thank you so much, and we hope to hear from you soon.